Okay, again, we're going to be going through the engineer side of the truck over the wheel well. And in here we have various sets of tools. Let's start with the easy one behind me. This is called an SCBA pack. And we'll have a more dedicated video to an SCBA pack coming up. Now we're going to focus on the tools over here that's primarily on the left and middle of the compartment. The very top tool is called a piercing nozzle. And you're going to use a piercing nozzle in situational specific areas. You can use it to go into a floor and get a fire under the floorboards. You can use it to go into an attic space. You can also use it to physically go into a wall. And you can use it to pierce through very light metal, something like tin. You can use it to pierce through sheetrock, pierce through wood. It's a very handy tool, but again, it is situational specific and it's kind of awkward to work with. This next tool is called a Halligan bar. Halligan bar is something that a firefighter is going to carry all the time with them on scenes. It's very applicable in a lot of situations. Some very basic parts of the Halligan bar. The fork, it's also got a prying section to it, and I'll take the Halligan bar down in a second and show you this. The adze, which is a flat bill at the end of the Halligan bar, and then it's also got a pick. So again, just to review, there's the forks, and you can see it's got a slight curve to it. Then it's got a pick, and then on this end is the adze. Okay, all three of these can be used as prying functions, but they can also just be used in a demolition sense also. They're very good for going through something very quick. Typically, the Halligan bar is going to be married to another tool. And it may be an axe, it may be a sledgehammer, it may be this other tool behind me called the pig. And these tools, when they're combined together, are called irons. A typical way to carry irons together is you will mount the tools together. And you'll see that this pig's got a notch in it. The fork will go over the spike on the pig, and then the tools will lock together. And you can just carry it around like this. Very common set of tools. It's called the irons. Okay, the last tool in this compartment is called a bolt cutter. Sometimes fire departments refer to them as a master key. Now, bolt cutters can typically be used to cut padlocks and wire fences, but they're not just limited to that use. One thing that you'll learn in the fire service is that you need to be utilitarian in how you use your equipment. Just because the tool is primarily used for one function doesn't mean that you can't use it in another scenario. But that's it for this compartment on Engine 1.